Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. Okay. Okay guys, hello. Today we have my sister here, Olivia. So she and my mom just came from the US to Australia to visit us, and this is actually the first time that we've seen each other in almost 3 years, right? Last time I saw her was in 2019, November 2019. So we're like doing this whole reunion, and she's meeting 2 out of 3 of her nieces for the first time. And it's been so much fun. So this video is going to be the truth about what it's like to be the youngest child.
I don't know.
Yeah, so ages. So how old are you, Olivia?
19.
19. She looks 29. I am 27. I almost said
Forget
26.
your age for a second. So it's an 8-year.
Yeah, so we're eight years apart. How did our dynamic feel from your perspective? Having this 8-year gap, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
It is pretty big.
It's a big gap.
Yeah.
Like you were my second mother.
Yeah.
Except more like my friend though. Like we never fought. It was really not like a fighting sister dynamic ever.
No.
It was like kind of like I was just you're mini me. That's what I am.
Actually, yeah. That's how I should have introduced you. Yeah, I always called Olivia my mini me, and it's partially because she always looked like me, and we look more alike than Ella. I'll put her right here so she doesn't kill me. Here, she's in the video. She's in the video. Love you, Ella. Olivia and I always looked more alike than Ella and I, or Ella and Olivia. So I've always called her my mini me. My goal was always to be, like, I guess the motherly figure, but I wanted to be the cool mom.
I don't remember ever like fighting with you.
No.
Ever once.
No. I love you, Ella. Bless your heart. But
Ella and I did not get along.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
No. So Lauren was like
the mediator.
Yeah, Lauren was the mediator kind of. Yeah, me and Ella did not get along growing up as much as you and I did.
Yeah. Ella again. So from me to Ella is almost 3 years, just under 3 years. And then Ella to Olivia was 5. Yeah. So 8 years between it is big.
Yeah.
So like 8 years between all 3 of my sisters and I, and then only 3 years between my daughters, my 3 daughters. It's a huge age difference. So it's been really fun to talk to my mom / our mom about what it was like raising 3 girls with a bigger age gap versus what I'm currently doing, which is raising.
She's insane, by the way. I've been here for 6 days, and I think I'm growing gray hair. So, and I'm gonna sleep for a week when I get back. Pure chaos, but they're adorable. We love them. But yeah, it's a little crazy.
It is. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to read off some of the most common assumptions about what life is like as the youngest child. She's going to say whether it's true or not. Comment below and let me know if you agree with what she says.
Okay.
Let's start with the most common one. I would say this is the most common.
I already know what this is gonna be.
Youngest children are the most spoiled.
So I see where this comes from, because when she was a kid and when Ella was a kid, you didn't have things like iPhones, iPads, fancier toys, stuff like that. Because I think if you did, you know, you would have gotten them. But maybe. Okay. Debatable. But I do agree a little bit. I think maybe I was a little more spoiled. Slightly. But in our family, I don't think I was majorly spoiled. More than you guys. Do you have some things that you think made me more spoiled in your opinion? And I'll
do we want to go there?
Yeah, no, let's do it, because
we're being honest. Okay, if I had to say, like, okay, for example, dating.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did have lots of middle school boyfriends.
She had a lot of boyfriends.
To be fair, I think mom and dad kind of just gave up at that point and kind of just accepted, like, you know, it's gonna happen either way, whether I tell them or not.
That's the thing. And what I went through as the oldest child was like, you know, dad was joking but not joking when he said, you know, you can date at this age, and here's how it's gonna go when you're dating, and there's no way you're going out past this time, or like it was just more rules, I guess, or expectations.
I think
like,
parents like set expectations like, oh, this. And then by the third child, they realize, oh, well, that's not really realistic.
or necessary. Yeah.
So I do agree with that, like rule-wise.
Yeah.
But like as far as toys and stuff go, and like clothes and like bedrooms, wasn't like favoritism like that, you know what I mean?
I don't think I don't think you were more spoiled with material items.
Yeah, but I was definitely, probably they went a little easier on me.
Oh, okay, a big
Do you
one.
know what I mean?
A big one. Hi, Mom. I got my first one at 15, and one huge rule was I had to leave my phone downstairs. Come on, Mother. I had to leave my phone downstairs.
Oh gosh.
It was not to be brought up to my bedroom. Like,
when you're
absolutely not. And then this one gets her phone, and I just remember that rule just poof, it was just like non-existent. And I was like, so that's one example with the youngest child is more spoiled. I wouldn't say spoiled as in materialistic, but I would say spoiled
as in rules.
As in
not being
rules
as
were just
strict.
little
more bendy. Rules were more bendy.
Rules were more bendy.
The mother was tired. That's all.
See, it wasn't like I needed rules though. I wasn't a monster. Like I was good with the rules I had, but yeah, they were not.
Of course you were, because they didn't exist.
Yeah, true. I didn't really have. Yeah, the rules were bendy for sure.
The final verdict, and I would love to know. Comment below if you agree. The rules are bendier when you are the youngest child.
I agree.
Final verdict.
I do agree.
I would say that comment could hold true to even a second-born child.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
Because
think
as first-time parents, we are trying to do everything perfect and by the book, and then we realize didn't really matter. So by the second one,
that they turned out okay.
Yeah, like either way, it was gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So whether you could have your phone upstairs or not, like you were gonna be fine.
They didn't turn out to be serial killers.
Yeah, not yet.
The youngest children are often less intelligent than their older siblings.
No, that is false, because I just want to point out really quick, for everybody that's from the US and takes the ACT or the SAT,
Oh, God.
I had the highest ACT score out of all siblings, all cousins, so that is false. I don't think intelligence can be, you know what I mean?
Measured by your birth order? Sure,
No,
it can.
I don't. Okay. I do definitely think that the oldest born, though, is usually the smartest. I will agree with that. But I don't think me and Ella
Are they
that
naturally
different.
the smartest, or are they overachievers?
Overachievers? Yeah,
Same thing.
she's an overachiever.
Same thing.
That isn't, because
thing.
intelligence is perhaps something you're born with.
Because I think if I was a little bit more ambitious, I could be, like, I could have really, like, done super well in school, but I just didn't care as much. Versus this one, maybe she had to care more.
I cared because I was threatened if I didn't care.
Bullshit. No, that's so not true. I
This is a family-friendly channel.
I said that.
You can beep it out.
Okay, so just putting it out there, what I did was I kind of instilled like motivation for them to do well. Hence, I paid them.
She
for
paid
grades.
me to
She
get
did.
grades.
All of them. And
did.
A was a certain amount, B was a little less.
But
If you got C's, D's, you paid me back, or it got deducted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but I was like,
Yeah.
I think I was fine with that, though.
That's true. I mean, who isn't motivated by money?
Well, that's the real
It was
world.
like- it
you
was
get
like 15 or 20
bonuses and you
bucks.
get
It is true. It is true. I will say I didn't know anybody else in my friend group that got paid for their grades.
So Lauren was expensive because she strived for all A's, and it was like $100 a quarter. Like that's $400.
Yeah.
Like a school year when you're
money
really young.
oriented.
So, but she spent it on a pair of jeans, so
Oh, you know what?
that was gone very quickly as soon as she got it.
And I loved those jeans. So
I-
final verdict is oldest children are smarter than youngest children.
Okay, no. So final answer, no, I don't think that the youngest children are necessarily unintelligent, but I do think, honestly, in most families I've met, the oldest child is always the most ambitious and usually kind of the most book smart. I don't know, it always ends up that way, but maybe I'm not as book smart as you, but I think like streetwise, like common sense, I beat you in that category. Lauren, I could tell a lot of embarrassing stories, and so could Mom over here.
I
Actually, let's tell a story about Lauren cooking brownies really quick.
That's a different video. That's a different video. That's a different video. There will be another video called Tell Everybody the Most Embarrassing Things About Lauren. Sure. That'll be a different video. That's fine.
But final answer, no.
Final verdict.
I don't agree.
Fine. Okay. Comment below if you think the youngest child is equally as smart as the youngest, or as the oldest child. Okay. Youngest children are more relaxed.
Relaxed.
True or false?
Well, I'm definitely more relaxed than you are. Yeah. I would say I'm like pretty chill. I don't know why that is.
Okay. Here's mommy.
Here we go.
I'm not sure if relaxed is equivalent or equal to adaptable. But I do believe the youngest child is the most adaptable because she was thrown into a chaotic home life with adult siblings who were constantly in activities and we were on the go. So the youngest learned to sleep whenever, wherever.
Sleep at basketball games.
So completely adaptable. So if that's more relaxed, then yes, I would agree.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
I would say yes to that. But I would change the word to adaptable because, you know, relaxed / adaptable. Yes, I do think maybe I'm a little more chill.
We're going to do one with Ella later, but I just have to read this off just because. It says middle children are neglected.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this.
I am the middle child.
Oh, yeah.
That's so very true. We don't have a place in a family. We're neither the oldest.
Come on.
But guess what it does?
You're the middle. You're the glue. You're the meat of the sandwich. You're the most important part.
Yeah, and you know what it actually teaches us? It teaches us to get along with everybody.
Right?
Really, because we've got the older and the younger and...
Which maybe wasn't so smooth in our family. It's okay.
We already talked about her and Ella not getting along.
Yeah, when we were growing up as much as...
Well, that's an odd number, I feel like. That happened in my sibling. In my family as well. Because it's an odd number.
3. That's why I have to have another one.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh, and I was always told I should have.
She pregnant?
Guess what?
Our family would be very boring without Ella.
It would be so
boring. Yeah. Like we would be very dull.
We'll do a whole video on Ella.
We will.
For sure.
Yeah. So I hope she doesn't feel neglected.
No.
And you probably made sure she didn't feel neglected since you were a middle child.
I could relate to that.
Yeah. So
definitely.
I feel like you tried a little extra harder to make sure she didn't feel that way.
Let's do one more. Final assumption about what life is like as youngest child. Youngest children are coddled.
No. I think if anything, maybe the oldest child is more coddled.
Really?
Yeah, I think by the time they get down to me, they're like, I don't need to coddle you, figure it out. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, totally.
Yeah.
I was burned out, I was tired. She was on her own. I told her, I made my own
food. I was making my own food by the time I was like 9 or 10. I cooked my own dinners. Like, I don't think I was coddled. At least in our family, I don't. And I also think I got the rougher end of the stick in like family home life type things. So I would say I definitely was not coddled in that way. So no, I don't think I was coddled. But what's your opinion? Would you say I was a little more coddled?
So I think we can look at this from a completely different side, as in I know parents who have coddled their youngest because they were so sad about them being their last. So I think for sure there are parents that intentionally coddle, or maybe not intentionally, but definitely do coddle their youngest out of like sadness that it's the youngest baby, and they kind of want them to, you know, maybe, I don't know, stick around longer, or I don't know. I definitely know some youngest children that were coddled. I do.
Yeah. It also depends on every single family, right? And the parents as well. But in our case, I don't think I was coddled. Because I think at that point, like, you know, they've coddled enough children. they're done coddling.
It's funny. I, like, as a mother of 3, I mean, given my youngest is only 7 months old, so you know,
it's hard not to coddle.
Obviously, there's coddling still going on for good reason, but I don't think I will coddle.
No.
I mean, I don't plan on.
Or at least you don't plan on coddling.
No, I don't, and I don't. I would agree. So I would say final verdict for that one is
in some cases,
very much
yes.
coddled.
In our case, no. I don't believe I was coddled.
Okay. Comment below if you were coddled.
Yeah, and tell me what that was like.
Yeah.
Let me know. Oh my god. Just kidding.
Yeah. Comment below if you believe that the youngest children were coddled or are coddled. Okay, what are you gonna say? No, come on.
Well, I was just gonna say, so growing up in my family, but remember that third child in my family had a different dad, so it was a new marriage. So I do believe that child was coddled because that was my stepdad's only child.
Yeah.
So.
But we all had the same dad.
So if we're talking about, you know, this family with, you know, mom and dad, same mom and dad, and the baby, I don't know that they are coddled. But if they start a new family and a new, you know, with a new partner, and then there's that last baby, that last baby could get extra attention.
Yeah. Why do you look Greek and I look like Snow White right now?
Literally, I'm like, why didn't any of us? None of us got her skin tone. I don't know where it came from. I don't know.
She doesn't tan. Like she doesn't lay out like a potato chip. Like she doesn't. She doesn't tan. She doesn't bake.
She always has looked like
that.
But
she looks like that. And she's our come closer. Look how white she is.
I'm very white.
We glare. Look at
we
so tan.
like reflect the sun. Like
well, if we had Ella with the blonde hair and blue eyed, people would be
true.
like, you did not carry her.
That's true.
Yeah. And she's also very pasty as well. So I don't know. I don't know where your skin tone.
Thank you.
From.
I don't know where it did either, but my dad. Well, and he's got darker.
Yeah.
It's the German.
Yeah,
I think. I don't know. Anyway.
And you know what's really cool? So, okay, right now we have oldest, youngest, middle.
Yeah.
So she's, and if you didn't see my video, I don't know, I posted a while ago. So my mom, our mom, is one of 3 daughters. And then she had 3 daughters. And I had 3. So we all come from these groups, these dynamics of 3 siblings. I think this was a lot of fun getting these perspectives. So that's all to say. Comment below whether you agree or disagree on these final verdicts and these assumptions about what life is like as the youngest child. And lastly, please subscribe and like if you have not yet. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I said